Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carey. I was just thinking about how in the movies they carry their paper coffee cups. Did you ever notice this? They come out of a coffee shop and they've got like the little holder with 4 cups of coffee and they're just winging it all over the place because they're empty. That's right. I was using a fake coffee cup because I'm really drinking lemonade today. Watch that. If you notice that they'll be holding a cup of coffee and you can tell there's nothing in it and they do it. I've never seen anybody do it well in every TV show or movie I've ever watched. It's crazy. I have a quick tip for you today, and it is based on a client conversation. So it's a quick tip and also based on a conversation with a client. And actually, it wasn't my client. It was somebody I was matching a client with. So she was 48 and my client was 53, I think. She said, "Oh, I'm just not attracted to men who are older than me. I've never dated anybody my age or older." And I said, that's not really older. That's kind of what I would consider your age. I'm not really an ageist. I don't put too much weight in those numbers. I think it's more so important whether you're at the same life stage as somebody, right? You wouldn't want to have somebody who's in college, at 22 dating somebody who's 32 years old and all their friends are married and they spend their weekends at 2-year-old birthday parties. And it's just a very big leap in lifestyle change. Or there's younger ages, obviously, where people aren't fully developed humans yet, probably don't know exactly what they might be looking for in a partner or how they envision their future life yet. So when people are very young, I can see where age difference would play more of a role. But where people are in their 40s and 50s, and we're talking late 40s and early 50s, that's not really what I consider an age difference. So it was funny because she said something about, I just don't want somebody who's not active. And I was like, okay, but he runs marathons. He just hiked this whatever mountain there was that he had to buy all the gear and, nearly die to prove to himself he could make it to the top of a mountain. Super active guy, stand up paddleboarding, plays tennis. So I don't really think of him as an old guy. So I was surprised that somebody 48 could be out there dating and thinking that that was older. Also, I didn't really want to stress the idea that if she's 48 years old and her dating parameters are set for men, even say 40 to 48, that most guys who are 40 are not looking for somebody 48. They could end up with somebody 48 if they met her out in person and they just kind of clicked and connected. But when he gets to choose preferences and state what age women he thinks he would best connect with, he's probably likely to say, if he's, 40 did I say? Probably 30 to 42 or so. So she's not going to even be in his age range that she thinks she's going to best connect with. So I wanted to flex her preferences a little bit and encourage her. So I did a little date coaching, and I thought I would share today with you what I shared with her. And the reason for doing so is not because I assume you have a slanted age preference as to who you're meeting, although you may, but I thought that the advice was probably applicable in a lot of different ways to different scenarios where you have some preferences or things you can't get past because you think they're outside of your preferences in some ways. That's what I just wanted to share with you quickly in this quick tip. So if I'd had my way with her and I got to tell her what I thought her dating age parameters should be at 48 years old, I probably would have said she'd have the best luck connecting with somebody, knowing that they get to choose who they are looking for also, if she were to set them between 45, which is a few years younger than she is, to 58, which is 10 years older than her. And she should also not be dating somebody who would be considered by her or whomever an old person. She should be looking for somebody who likes to do and share the things she likes to do, which as a matchmaker was my job anyway. I'm trying to align their values and their goals and their interests. And if she's active and she likes to do certain physical activities and is concerned that somebody else won't want to do that because they're well into their 50s, then maybe she just needs to meet people who are well into their 50s who enjoy the same things she does. So what I gave her was this little piece of advice, and it was a challenge. I set her up to go out with my client, but he's super active, super handsome, really sweet guy. He had so much in common, except he was just outside her preferred age parameters. So here's what I said to her. I said, you should ease your way into this. I don't think 53 is crazy, but I don't think you should automatically go out and date somebody who's 57 years old and push yourself to 9 years in one fell swoop. So go out with my guy. I think you'll be surprised. But also, I said, I don't want you to just go on one date with him. After your first date, if you enjoy his company and you can see that he does have a youthful demeanor and a young attitude about things, and, my deal breakers, red flags, and a feeling of, right? That ick factor. As long as there's none of that, no ick factor or something that comes up where, he smokes and he never told me about it and he walks in smelling like smoke or something like that. As long as the date goes well and you enjoy each other's company and he also would like to see you again, granted, that's the scenario. What I'm challenging you to do is to not go on one, but go on 3 subsequent dates with this person before deciding whether or not you're attracted to him. If she's sure that she's not going to be attracted to him just based on age, I wanted to make sure that she was giving it enough time to not only let that develop based on his personality, but also based on time spent together. And part of the challenge in this situation, not sure it would be applicable in whichever way you might use this advice, is that I wanted to make sure that on 2 out of 3 of those subsequent dates, they would do something active that she likes to do now and was concerned that somebody his age might not want to do. I'm laughing right now because I'm hearing one of the matchmakers telling a story to a bunch of us saying that her client was mid-40s and she said she wouldn't date anybody over 50 because she said, I don't want to be taking care of somebody and sitting home every night or every weekend just watching TV. I don't know where she got this inkling that people over 50 were all just sitting in their rocking chairs with their lap blankets, but we laughed so hard thinking that has she never met anybody over 50 who's like fun and active and doing stuff? Who does she know that's 50 sitting at home in their rocking chair with their lap blanket? I don't know. That's the vision I had of it anyway. Okay, so back to my gal here. So to reiterate, she was going to have the first date. If all is well, she is not going to decide whether or not she's attracted to him on this first date. That decision cannot be made until after date 4. And 2 of those subsequent 3 dates are going to be doing something fun and active. And she will be able to figure out whether she might be attracted to him after date 1. She might not be attracted to him until after date 3. I don't know. Maybe 4 it'll take. But to let go of those preconceived notions so she can get to know him and give it a chance to see him in his element, doing things that she enjoys before making a decision that he's not for her, I thought would be a really great experience for her. And I don't know how you can use this exactly because I don't know what your thing is that you feel that you can't stretch yourself a little bit or flex your desires in a partner. But think about it a little bit. That's all I wanted to do. Make you think about something to see whether or not this would be beneficial to open up a door that maybe your match would be standing on the other side of. Ending a sentence with a preposition. I try not to do that. But I did it here for you because you're special. I appreciate you stopping by today to be a part of this quick tip conversation. If you are not subscribed, please do so. And my mother right down there, she's telling you that if you liked it, that you should give the episode a thumbs up. And I'm not arguing with her. I appreciate you stopping by today. Hit that ring bell so that we can hang out again sometime soon. And until next time, have a good one.